Today, everybody, I went over to GameStop, and while I was there, picked up every single Sonic Funko Pop from the new set. Look at this, everybody. They've got a great section of them. We've got like Blaze, Buccaneer Shadow, Jet, Neo Metal Sonic, Rouge, and some of the older ones too, like Treasure Hunter Knuckles and Tails, and then Super Sonic with Emeralds. But let's not get too into them now. We'll just pick them up. Oh, and over here, this is one that I do already have, but I might as well show you guys. Knuckles and Rouge again, the 2-pack version. And how could I forget, everybody? Big the Cat. So let's just jump into them, starting with the first one here being Blaze the Cat. And Blaze really is amazing. What I love about this wave is that they're all new characters. We've never got any of them as Pops, which is so sweet to see. And yeah, let me take this one out because I want to see the detail a little bit closer up. Oh wow, Blaze has a huge tail on the back, as well as the way it's almost like it's kind of in a bun, like the way they've got their hair up is pretty cool. I also like the pose they put them in, and it's pretty funny because it's similar to the Sonic shoes, but if you take a look, she actually has high heels, and I think that really does overall look really fun. I said really too many times there, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Blaze the Cat is just a cool figure, and also the way they did the eyes, so it's not just the black circles, it adds a lot. Alrighty, now next up in this set we have, I think honestly, my favorite one out of the new wave, Jet the Hawk. I mean, come on, everyone. The green, there's something so cool about it. I was also thinking about it, and I guess here's the thing, like hedgehogs aren't blue, cats aren't purple, so I was gonna say, why is Jet green? But like, none of them are really the real color that the animal is. And I think another reason why I really like Jet is because of the goggles, and also his board that he's holding. Also, the shoes has some really great detail. The beak is also amazing, and the way that he's got kind of like a mohawk in the back with feathers is again a really cool detail. You know what, actually, this is also something that I wanted to talk about, because with a lot of the newer waves of characters they've been doing, for not just Sonic in general, I have been enjoying how they're not just redoing the main characters over and over again. Like, if you guys don't know, with a lot of the original waves of Pokemon, it would be Pikachu along with 2 other new Pokemon. But what they've been doing now is just 3 that we have never seen before, and it's the same with this wave here, because these 2 are brand new, and then the other 2 that we're about to take a look at are also brand new, like the Neo Metal Sonic. And I guess technically we do have a Metal Sonic, but it looks nothing like this. Because, like, you know, when it comes to Pikachu, it's like him standing, him on all fours, him sitting, but like Neo Metal Sonic, it really is like a completely different character. And so, let's take this one out of the box, because, oh my gosh, did they kill it with this figure. It is insane. The jet engine in the middle, the metallic to make it look like, you know, some sort of metal and shiny, as well as the cape, and it looks like it's blowing in the wind. The actual spikes, I'm surprised that this box here doesn't have like a careful for sharp objects, because they've actually had to do that in the past. And with this here, the face is just like so pointy. I'm surprised. It kind of hurts to hold. Yeah, there are some actual pointy parts on this, and it is interesting, but seriously, so sick. And I don't know why, and I'm sure it's just like the design of the game, but it's weird how all of them have like similar shoes. Like, do they go to the same store? I don't know how they do that, but it is funny that Metal Sonic again has like a kind of similar shoe. And now, everybody, the last figure we have out of this wave here, then we've got to get into the exclusives, because yes, I was also able to get some of those. But anyways, before we talk about them, we of course have Espo here, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know much about Espo. I feel like this is the character I know the least about. All I'm really trying to figure out here is what kind of animal Espo is, and I'm gonna guess. I'm not gonna look it up. You know what, maybe I'll look it up in a second, but first I want to try to guess based off of this here. I'm seeing like a curled tail, also like a bit of like a horn in the middle. I don't really know what that is, but do you guys see what I'm talking about? It's kind of interesting. I'm gonna say, at first I was thinking rhino because of the horn in the front here, but now I'm thinking like a horned lizard. And I'm gonna just, you know, put them right here for now. Ooh, does it come with a base? Okay, good, it does. Okay, perfect. I was a little afraid we weren't gonna get him to stand here. But yeah, I think I'm going with Espo is a horned lizard. Now, let's actually take a look. Aha! Espo is a chameleon, so I was super close. And now that I think about it, do chameleons have horns on the front? Maybe they do. So technically, is a chameleon a horned lizard? I'm gonna go with it. And again, everybody, this is another one of those things where like, oh, and actually, you know what, now that I think about it, I was gonna say chameleons aren't like, you know, this kind of like purpley pink color, but I guess they could be because chameleons, they do blend into their surroundings, so it's possible. And so there we go, everybody, the brand new wave of Sonic Pops. But like I said, that isn't all of them, because I was also able to get every single one, or at least what I think is every single one of the new exclusives. And I guess we might as well move these out of the way because we need room for these two here. The first one that we've got is, check it out, everybody, Buccaneer Shadow that released for San Diego Comic-Con. I've seen this one a couple times in the store and I hadn't shown it off yet, or at least we haven't taken it out of the box and opened it up because I was waiting for today. It is such a fun figure, and I want to see this one out of the box, of course, because I'm sure there's some great details, like spikes on the back of them, if you take a look there, and I'm also really enjoying the eye patch. I think that's a fun thing. The feather on the hat is also really great, and I love the way he looks with the red all over. I think Shadow having the black and red still for the suit is a pretty good touch. And again, he's got these new boots, but they look like they came from like the same place. I've gotta know, is there some sort of like Sonic shoe store? There's gotta be. Alrighty, now everybody, the other exclusive that I was able to get, and I believe this then completes the entire new wave. We have Sonic running.
Gotta go fast.
This is a pretty sick figure. They also put it in the Pop Plus category, and I believe it's normally exclusive to GameStop, but I got mine over on Funko.com, I think, last week. It was available there, and I wasn't sure where it was going because, of course, these new stickers just say Special Edition Exclusive, so it's not so easy to tell anymore. So usually, if it goes up on Funko.com, that's just where I pick it up. And now, opening this one up, because I do have to see it out of the box. Also, I'm just noticing now, and I don't think any of the other ones have it. No, they don't. This is the Pop Plus, so they actually gave it Green Hill Zone in the background. Interesting that they included it on the Plus, but I guess it makes sense because you are paying a little bit extra for it. I believe this one was $15 instead of the usual, like, what was it, normally like 12 something? Or maybe they raised the price recently so they're all equal. Either way, it's normally a little bit more. And now taking this one out of the box, it is pearlescent, and it doesn't show that with a sticker on the front of the box, but it definitely has that paint going all over, and I love the way they did it. So he's actually got like smoke behind his feet. It is such a cool pose that they put him in. Funny, he's also kind of hard to see on the blue shirt there, but yeah, definitely a great one, and I love that this is like an updated version of Sonic, so if you're looking for just like a classic one, you can totally pick him up here. And well, everybody, there we go. That is all of the new Sonic Funko Pops that they've created, and there was actually a wave that released not that long ago before this with like Big the Cat, as well as, I'm trying to think, Treasure Hunter Knuckles was also in that set. They've been doing a lot recently, and I've actually been picking up all of them. So if you guys would like to see maybe a collection video in the future where I show off every single Sonic Pop I've got, I could totally do it. But anyways though, hope you guys enjoyed, have a great one, and I'll see you tomorrow!